If you read any headlines right now, it's the Panthers are still a bad football team. Oh, Green Bay got upset by the terrible Carolina Panthers. How did Green Bay lose to such a horrible team? It must have been such an off night for Green Bay. But when is it going to stop? Because you've already tried this with Atlanta when we shut them out 30-0 at home. You tried this when we quote-unquote upset the Cowboys. Then it's, oh, well, the Panthers can't win on the road. We beat the Jets. Then it's, oh, well, it's the Jets. But now, we come into Lambeau Field and we beat the Green Bay Packers. When is the NFL going to look in the mirror and say, you know what? The Panthers are actually a good team this year. The Carolina Panthers are 5-4, have taken down some of the best offensive juggernauts, and are absolutely knocking at the door of an NFC South division lead. Don't run, Tampa Bay. That's all I'm saying. We're hitting at the right time. Make no mistake of it. This is not the Carolina Panthers of 2023 when we went 2-15. This is not the Carolina Panthers of 2024 when we went 5-12 and we looked like a complete dysfunctionville. We didn't even know if Bryce Young was going to make it to the end of the year. This year, it took us 9 games to equal the same amount of wins as last year. This year is different. The Panthers are a good team. Now, I'm not going to get in full delusion mode and say, oh, we're the best team in the NFL. We're Super Bowl bound, all that stuff. We saw last week against Buffalo, there are teams that are better than us. But what I'm saying is there's not a team left on our schedule that we can't beat if we're playing our brand of Panthers football. And that brand has never been more clear. Run the ball, feed Rico Dowdle, create long, methodical drives. Bryce Young becomes a game manager-esque player, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It just is what it is. He makes plays. He does everything he needs to do to win, but our team revolves around our run game. It's the reason that Rico Dowdle is so valuable. Bro is 3rd in the league in rushing yards, and he started 3 games. I know he won't win it, and I'm biased, but bro is playing at an MVP level. And if you look at the name, to me, he is the most valuable player. He definitely is on this Panthers team. They're 5-0 when he touches the ball 10 or more times. 0-4 when he doesn't. He's been the A+ signing of the offseason. Dan Morgan, great pickup. We need this man back in Panther Blue next year. We need to talk extension. He's a bad man. He runs through defenders like it's nothing. He is Derrick Henry light. He's on pace for over 1,300 yards this season and all-pro back. Bryce Young is playing good football. I don't want to say he's playing great football yet because he's not at Drake May's level. He's not Baker Mayfield. He's not Mahomes. He's not Josh Allen. You get the picture. But at the end of the day, Bryce is getting this team wins, and the Panthers are better when number 9 is on the field. And again, we saw what it was like when he wasn't against the Bills. He's on pace for over 20 passing touchdowns for the first time in his career. Probably would be more if it wasn't for Rico Dowdle. Tedero McMillan. That man continues to wow me as our wide receiver 1. 6'4", he'll put one on your head. The Panthers have needed a T-Mac. Bryce Young has needed a T-Mac, and he's been everything he was supposed to be and then some. Mitchell Evans, tight end, maybe the steal of the draft. Making huge impacts, making play after play after play. High effort, energy guy, will do anything that Dave Canales tells him to. Our offense is setting up our defense for success, getting them chances to get rest, and then when they get on the field, it's scary freaking hours. Does our defense still lack a pass rush? Absolutely. Our linebackers, nothing to write home about. Christian Roseboom and Trevin Wallace, I would say, are both below average at this point. I want us to address that in the offseason. Nick Scott, he still misses tackles, but he did fall in a fumble recovery against Green Bay. Where our defense is really making an impact and where we were so bad in 2024 is in the middle of the backfield, aka Derek Brown. Why are more people not talking about this man? This is what I mean when you read the title and it says that the Panthers Slander is so out of place. DB is playing out of his mind, coming off a season-ending injury last year. He's worth every penny. He is playing like a dog, just like J.C. Horn, who is playing better now than before he got the new contract. He's clamping guys down, grabbing insane picks, and is on his way to becoming not the best corner on the Panthers, not the best corner in the NFC, the best corner in the NFL. I've been really proud of Ejiro Evera's resurgence. Is he perfect? No. but he's much better than he was a year ago, and he's been a really big part to why we're winning games. And part of that is pieces and talent and getting Derek Brown back, but part of that is adjustments, leaning on some of those younger guys like Nick Scorton, like Lathan Ransom. These things had to happen in order for him to keep his job here in the Carolinas. Ivero's scheme is shutting down the run enough on the middle. Now, recently, it's not as good as I'd like to see it. James Cook had a career day at the office last week, and then Josh Jacobs was effective as well. But many of these wins are formed by shutting down good backs, like we've seen Bijan Robinson, Devon Achane, Breece Hall, Javonte Williams. And if you look at the Panthers' losses, it's because they let the opposing run game get going and create problems early. Travis Etienne, 143 yards against Jacksonville. Kyler Murray didn't have a lot of yards, but was able to break out for a huge chunk that really got the Cardinals offense going. The Patriots, over 100 rushing yards as a team. So the key moving forward has to stay the same, and it's stopping the inside run and getting out and establishing the run game offensively. I do believe we beat the New Orleans Saints this week. We get the 6-4, and then it's Atlanta rematch. They're going to be fired up. They're not playing bad football at all, but they have some losses. That game in Miami, it wasn't good, but they're mad. Because if you're anything like me, you haven't let the Falcons fans go a singular day. You won't even let them go to sleep without reminding them that we beat them 30-0, absolute domination, embarrassment, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to get ahead of myself because we're not there yet. We've got to take care of the Saints, but I do believe the playoffs are not only possible, but our chances are growing by the week. This Panthers team is good. It's time for everyone to realize it. Dave Canales is building a culture. Have there been growing pains in his regime? Absolutely. Has he been this perfect coach? Absolutely not. He is a first-time head coach. He's had to learn. He's had to develop. And even this year, I've been pretty critical of some of the things that Dave Canales has done, but overall, I think he's a good coach, and I do believe in his system. I believe in his culture, and more importantly than me, I'm just a guy that talks on YouTube. I don't have a say in the locker room, but I believe players are buying in. Players are having fun again, and it's fun watching Panthers football again, something I can't say that last year or 2 years ago. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had this much fun watching this team play. And the sooner the league realizes we're not to be messed with, that's when things get scary. Panther fans, this is your moment.
Carolina Panthers, good football team.
It's a good football team.
We're not worried about the Packers at all. Panthers, good football team.